Hello and welcome to your fascial maneuvers class today. Today I've got a really lovely, well-balanced fascial maneuvers flow for us to do to really get us in our body, to reduce pain, tension, and to just really arrive with ourselves. So with fascial maneuvers, we work on the basis that the body is a pressurized system. So often when we're feeling something, say in our shoulder, there are things from a pressure perspective going on in the hips and other parts of the body. So this is just a really well-rounded flow to bring us back into balance and connect with the body. So before we begin, I just want you to take a moment, place your hands. You can have them in front of you, but I like to connect with my body anywhere on your body that feels good. And I just want us to take 3 breaths together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's just arrive here in our bodies. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, allowing anything that wants to come on that exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth, moving in any way that feels good. One more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just for a moment or two, just notice, how is your body feeling today? Without judgment, with curiosity. I've got a little bit of a twinge in my lower back going on. This left shoulder, it feels a bit up. So the work that I do, whether it be spinal energetics, fascial maneuvers, somatic work, intuitive coaching, is all about us building safety to be with our experience. You know, our body tries to get our attention in so many different ways. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's tension, sometimes it's symptoms. We have to trust in the innate wisdom of our body. And what I help people do, having been very disconnected with myself for the majority of my life, is to listen and to learn our body's language. And this is a really beautiful way to do that. So I also have some kind of wrist pain going on. So we're going to start with a twisty wristy, which is very well named. So I want you to take your right hand and we're going to bring it to the front of the forearm, the wrist of the left hand. I want you to grab that wrist in whatever way that kind of feels good. I'm going to be up near that wrist. Sometimes a little bit further up the forearm can feel good. It depends on your body. So go wherever feels good for you today. So grab that left arm. I want you to twist it round, twist it, pin it in place. So it's really important with fascial maneuvers. So what we do, we basically twist and we pin different places in the body, and then we move and breathe so that the fascia around it has to move. So once we've got it here, twist and pin. I want you to, like you're pulling a glove through. So you're pushing this hand down and you're pulling up with the right hand that you have pinned. And I want you to, once you're here, we're going to move. We're going to breathe 6 times. In through the nose, out through the mouth first, in through the mouth, out through the mouth second. But just flow along with me. So make sure you've got that pinned in place. We're going to move and breathe. So in through the nose first. So making sure we're pulling that right hand up and we're pulling our hand through so we get the most amount of tension. And breathing. Moving around in any way that feels good for you. One more through the nose. Now through the mouth 3 times. I like to squat and just move into any way that feels good. Through the mouth. And release. Have a little jiggle around. Notice, how does this wrist feel compared to this? For me, kind of feels a bit whooshy in this arm, lighter, like things are moving kind of slowly. This feels more like opaque. So let's do the same on the other side. So left hand, right wrist, twist in terms of which way you want to lean into the most amount of tension. So usually that is outwards, so twisting to the right, but it may be different on your body. So we're going to twist, pin that wrist. We're going to pull this hand that we've got pinned, the left hand up, and we're going to pull that hand through, move and breathe. So in through the nose. Move that hand in any way that feels good. Now in through the mouth. 2, One more. There it goes. Whew. As with all fascial maneuvers, we want to have a little walk in between. We want to give the body the opportunity to recalibrate. We walk in generally figures of 8, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to walk back and forward. So make sure you're walking and integrating in between. Check in with your body now. This is the main bit. It is about being present with our sensations, with our experience. So I feel more balanced now. I had pain in my wrists, and every time I would move it, this one was actually very sticky. Not anymore, which is good. We're going to do another wrist release, which is really powerful. I want you to bring your left hand and place it in front of you. So like this. And I want you to, with the right hand, pull those fingers back. So it looks like this. This can be quite painful. When I first did this, I was like, wow, okay, that's strong. And once we're here, I want you to make sure you're breathing. We're going to bring it above the head. I want you to move around here. This is really strong for me today. One more breath here. And then I want you to bend your elbow and bring your arm down until it is in line with your shoulder. So it looks like this. Once we're here, I want you to bend those fingers, turn that hand out, keeping it pinned still. And we're going to breathe and move. It's nice to get into a squat. With all fascial maneuvers, we counter rotate. So if we bring the body to the left, which sometimes feels nice in this movement, we want to bring the head to the right. So we want to get the most amount of pressure. So it encourages the body, the fascia, to move in the most impactful way. So we'll go 3. Do you know what? Let's go 6 in through the mouth. So 2, 3. 3 more, moving slowly in any direction. 2 more. 1 more. And release. That is really strong for me today. And we don't want to be in a lot of pain, but we can welcome discomfort. As human beings, we avoid the uncomfortable sensations in our body, and that's one of the many reasons why we have this energy stuck in us sometimes, whether that be emotional or energetic or bound tension. So we want to welcome the discomfort, knowing that the body knows what to do when we listen to move it. So for me, shoulder feels, less wonky actually, yes. Very, very strong tension and quite uncomfortable and painful in this hand for me today, but it's dissipating. So let's do the same on the other side. Bring that right hand in front of you. Pull those fingers back. And we're going to bring it above our head, like we did before. Let's breathe in through the nose for 3. Moving that head around. 1 more. Same thing again. We're going to bring this hand down till it's in line with the shoulder. We're going to pull, we're going to push that hand out to the side. Then we're going to breathe and move in the same way. I'm going to bring my body to start with to the left, which means head goes to the right. And we want to make sure that we're moving slowly. Fascia likes to move slowly. So let's go 6, in through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 2 more, Moving in any way that feels good. And release. Whew. Have a little walk around. Wow, that feels better. All up my shoulder, I can feel a release all in my scapula, all in those shoulder blades. A little bit more movement in my neck. I'll take it. Lovely. So we're going to work our way down the body now. We're going to do an elbow release that really gets into the shoulder. and all into the arms. So we're going to do an elbow and then bring it overhead either side. So I want you to take your left hand. Well, first I want you to put your right elbow in front of you. You can rest the hand on the traps, wherever feels comfy. And we're going to take the left hand, we're going to twist the elbow. Again, whichever way you want to lean into the tension. For me, it's usually right, twisting it out. Once we are twisted here, we want to pin in place. Pin this in place so that when we move and breathe, all the fascia above and below has to move. So we want to twist and pin. And then we're going to breathe 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth, moving around slowly in whatever way feels good. Then we're going to bring it overhead. So follow along with me. So 3 in through the mouth. 2. 1 more. Then we're going to bring it above the head. We are going to keep making sure that this is still pinned. If you lose your grip, just get it again. We're going to bring our head to the right, and then we're going to lean over to the left, and we're going to breathe. 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth, and then leaning into anything that feels good, any tension points you have. So in through the nose, leaning into the left, that head to the right. That's 2, 3. Now 3 in through the mouth. I like to bend into this knee. That's 2, 1 more. Ooh. And release. Ooh, go for a walk. Notice what is happening in your beautiful body. For me, I actually feel lightheaded. I can feel all of the energy. It was all kind of stuck and stagnated around my traps, and it's just gone whoosh. So I feel a bit lightheaded. This side of my body feels really light. My breathing feels slower. And generally just feeling more calm. So I want you to bring your left hand, so elbow to the left this time. Hi. So elbow in front of you again. We're going to take that right hand. We're going to twist and pin. So whichever way the tension is more. And then we're going to breathe here. So let's go 3 in through the nose. Moving around slowly. Then keeping this pin, we're going to bring it above the head like we did before. We're going to bring the head to the left, and we're going to lean over to the right, that counter rotation, and then we're going to go 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. So in through the nose, bending over to the right, head more to the left. 1 more. Now through the mouth, moving into any positions, leaning into tension. I really like leaning into this right leg. Oh yeah, and up, slowly. I feel lightheaded, my hip actually cracked. So when we're getting into the shoulders and hips are directly linked. So often when we release the shoulders, the hips release too. So I'm feeling balanced, a lot more space it feels like in that left shoulder. I actually have created some space. I can kind of feeling some like whooshy tingling feelings coming up my neck towards the bottom of my skull. Yeah. Check in with your body. What are you feeling? Are there any sensations that want to be acknowledged? Any tingliness? Any numbness? Any warmth? Any coolness? Any tightness? Any space? Any movement? Or is it more still? So I'm going to do some, let's do psoas. So I want you to bring both of your hands to your right hip, and it's so hip bone, it's in here, and it's this kind of area. We're going to pull the skin up. We call it the psoas release because it's in the psoas area, but really this creates space all here and in the pelvis, and we want to pull up If you feel kind of like a burny sensation, all is well. That is the fascia coming apart, and you can either step forward like this, and we're going to lean and breathe, or you can step back. Sorry, you can step this right foot back. I actually like to step the foot back because it just feels better for me. So once we are here, so right foot is back, we've got this pinned and locked in place, and then we're going to breathe and move. So we're going to bring that head to, well, you can play with it. You can bring it to the right, body to the left. You can bring it to the left, body to the right, but we just want to move into tension. So we're going to breathe 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. So let's start in the nose first. I want you to lean back. 1 more through the nose. I want you to lean that head to the right, body to the left. In through that mouth now. 2. 1 more. And release. Notice what is happening in your body again. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. For me, I kind of feel it in my lower back, something's starting to move. I feel the kind of like tingly, burny sensation here as things are moving around. So let's take hands to that left hip. So it's the skin here. We're pulling up, we're pinning in place, remember. We're going to step that left foot back, or you can step the other one forward. So left foot back. We're going to lean, and we're gonna move and breathe. So 3 in through the nose first. 2. Lean back if you can. Remember, leaning into tension. Now in through the mouth. 2. 3. And go for a walk, integrate. For me, I had a click in the lower back. I could really feeling it open. So sometimes when we're working, or often, when we're working on the front of releasing the front, we feel it in the back. So really notice, even though you're working on this area, you might notice something in the ankle, you might notice something in the hip, you might notice something up in the shoulders. We just want to be curious and present with ourselves. So we're going to do belly button release now. So I want you to take your right hand, I want you to bring it to your belly button. We are going to twist and pin in place, so we go thumbs up. So it's sometimes easier if you have palm up and you make contact like this and then go thumbs up, but we want to pin in place. To intensify, you can bring the other hand to the same point, but twist the other way. So you can twist it left, or you can just put your hand behind your neck, whichever feels good for you, but you want this pinned in place. Let's breathe. 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. I want you to move around slowly and notice what you feel. So in through the nose first. 2. 3. Now in through the mouth, making sure that you keep this pinned. You may feel some pain or discomfort in this area. That is perfectly normal. 1 more. All right, to lean back. This is a very powerful one. Whew. I actually felt it all up through my stomach. Kind of everything kind of unwinding here. Kind of like this kind of sensation. Now we're going to do a solar plexus release. Solar plexus, sometimes our diaphragm can hold a lot of tension and can get a little stuck. So if you notice that you breathe here, if you experience anxiety in your body or feelings of anxiety, a lot of people only breathe here. So with the solar plexus, it's a big emotional center as well, the solar plexus. We hold a lot of emotions related to our stability, internal and external. So we're going to basically bring both of our hands and we're going to find this middle point. So my rib cage is coming down here. You want to come, so it's right in the center here. and we want to pull the skin apart. So instead of twisting, you can twist and pin as well if that feels good for you, but I want you to pull it apart and pin in place. I like to bring my shoulders back like this. Let's go 3 in through the mouth, 3 in through the nose. I like to lean back. 3 in through the nose. One more. And release. Go for a walk. What are you noticing in your body right now? I actually feel like sensation here coming up across my chest. I feel like more space, like into my pelvis and around my rib cage. Breathing's easier, which always welcome. Nice. So we're going to do a bladder release now. Bladder, different areas relate to different things in the body, but emotionally we usually relate bladder with holding fear. And I don't know about anybody else, but I can definitely get caught in fear spirals, and there's a lot going on in the world. So often what we feel in our body in terms of fear often isn't even ours. So this is a really nice way to just come into the body. So I want you to bring, I like to do this with 2 hands because I get a better grip. But again, palms up, we want to come to just on that, that pubic bone. It's sometimes easier to kind of do this. So hinge and then pull those glutes up. So we want to pull in, pull that skin up and pin in place. Same again. So we're going to breathe 3 in through the mouth, 3 in through the nose, move around slowly. Really squeeze those glutes and lean into the tension point. So let's go 3 in through the nose first. 2. 3. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze that, all of your sex organs in. 3 in through the mouth. 2 more. Thank you, body. I do not need to hold this fear in my body. 1 more. And relax. Go for a walk. Figure of 8 is the best. Helps recalibrate the quickest, and then go the other way. But just move your body and notice. For me, I've actually had some space. I can feel sensation kind of coming up here, up my pelvis. I feel more calm. My thoughts feel quieter, which is always welcome. Nice. So now we're going to get into the lower half of the body. We're going to do a hip release. We're going to do knee, shin, calf, hamstring, and then finish with an ankle. So hopefully you will be able to see me. I'm going to come down to the floor. So hip release. I want you to come onto your bum and lean on the floor. So back on the floor. I want you to place your right leg over your left leg and right leg over left. And I want you to, you can bring your head up. I want you to bring your knees into your chest. And again, it depends on your mobility. If you can only get a little bit, try it. Work with your range of motion. So right over leg, bring the knees into the chest, and I want you to grab ideally your ankles if you have the mobility, and you want to kind of pull your legs apart and the skin apart. Pin in place, and we're going to breathe. If you can only get to the tops of the knees, if you can only get to the calves, all is well. Just do whatever is available to you. So pulling that skin towards your feet and pinning in place. I want you to bring your head up to the knees or as far as you can, and we're going to breathe. 3. Do you know what? We're going to go 6 in through the mouth. So in, 2. You can move around, you know, small movements. You can rock, lean into those tension points. 3. 3 more. 2 more. bringing those knees in further. One more. Woo. There it goes for me. Whoa. Nice. Unwind. Notice what's happening in your body. This was really strong for me and sometimes still is. So this time we're going to bring left leg over right leg. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So bring those knees in. Grab wherever you can. For me, this side is tighter. And you can see with my range of movement. So grab wherever is accessible to you. Bring those knees in. Pull the skin down towards the feet and the legs in towards you. Head is up. 6 breaths through the mouth again. 2, 3. Leading into tension. You can move that head. 2 more. I've got a real tension point here. 1 more. Woo. And unwind. Go for a walk. Notice what is happening in your body. Wow, that was really, really strong for me today. Wow. Whew. Breathe, check in with your body, do what is available to you. We're now going to do our shin, calf, hamstring. Just going to bring this down slightly. So it's easy to do this. You can actually sit down. I could do that. I'm going to do it on the floor, but if you sit, it's really easy to kind of get into it. You know what? I'm going to sit on this rock. Why not? I'm going to bring you a little bit forward. Nice. You with me? So, one sec. So we're going to start with the shin. You can sit down. Sitting down is easy. You can also do it standing up. It's kind of whatever feels good for you. And I want you to interlace your hands. Bring it to the front of your leg, to your shin. And I want you to pull up on the skin and pin in place. It's a little bit harder with leggings on, so if you can have shorts on or not, or if you do it on your skin, it's easier. So bringing it up and pinning in place, and then I want you to pull up with the hands pin, but then pull away with your foot. So you're creating that tension. So pinning, here it is, and then I want you to flex, breathe. Flex your foot, move around slowly, find your tension points. 6 breaths all together. So 1 more for me, flex the foot, point the foot, find your places. 1 more. Oof. Yes. So we're going to do all of 1 foot and then all of the other. So we're going to kind of come into the calf, same kind of principle. So we're going to interlock the hands, but this time we're going to bring it to the back, to the calf. Go wherever feels good and right for you. You may have tension further up or wherever feels good. So for me, it's here today. And probably got dirty feet. So pull up. So it's like, again, like you're kind of putting a sock on. Pulling away, you want to make sure your arms are straight if it's available to you. So pulling up, pinning in place, doing the same thing. Flexing, pointing, twisting in any directions, making sure you're breathing. Leading into your tension points, making sure those arms are nice and straight. Leading into tension points. 1 more. Ooh, nice. Now we're going to do the knee. So same principle, different part of the body. You're going to bring your interlaced hands to behind the knee. So it's coming up to behind the knee. So we're pulling the skin up here and we're pulling it up to behind that knee, pinning in place, doing the same thing. We're going to breathe around, move that foot. So bring that skin up, pin in place. Again, arms straight, move around. That's 2 breaths. Making sure that you're breathing, you're leaning into your tension points, and you have this pinned. 3 more breaths. Leaning back, keeping those arms straight. 1 more. Woo! Now we're going to do the ankle. So I want you to bring your right leg over your left leg, bend it like this. We're going to take left hand, twist it one way, right hand, twist it the other. Same principle in that we're going to flex, we're going to move, we're going to breathe and move and lean into tension points. So I'm actually twisting towards me with this left hand. With this right hand, it is twisting the opposite way. So we want to get that counter rotation. Once we have this pinned in place, and remember we have to pin so that then it encourages above and below to release. I want you to move around, breathe, lean into those tension points, flex. Ooh. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And release. Whew. And I want you to go for a walk and notice how does your right leg feel different to your left leg? For me, this leg feels so light. It's like, So this leg for me feels light, feels like there's not a lot of things moving around. I feel some space actually coming up into my lower back and hips. My shoulders also feel looser. So walking, integrating between every movement. Nice, just noticing what is happening in your lovely body. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing, but on the other side. So you can sit down, on a chair is easy, or on the floor. You can also do these standing, which I sometimes like to do, but sometimes a little bit more difficult when you're starting out. So we're gonna come to shin first. So hands interlaced. We're gonna pull that skin up on the shin, pin in place. Once we've got that pinned in place, we're gonna flex. Breathe. 6 breaths, all in all. I like to do 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth, just because it feels good. Ooh, crack. 3 in through the mouth now. Leading into your tension points. 1 more. Again, making sure that those arms are straight. I sometimes get locked in this position, and we want nice flow through the arms. Lovely. Release, and we're going to do the same thing but coming to the calf. So find your point that feels the best on your calf. So we're going to pull that skin up at the back. We pin in place, arms are straight. Lean back, and then we're going to move around. So 3 in through the nose. Flexing. Pointing. 3 in through the mouth. You can move around too if it feels good. You can rotate. Last one. Nice. And now we're going to come to the back of the knee. So we bring, again, same principle, different part. Bringing it to the top of that calf, pulling the skin up into the back of the knee, pinning in place, keeping those arms straight, lean back, move around. 3 in through the nose, 3 in through the mouth. Flexing and pointing that foot. Maybe you want to rotate it. Got a fly on my foot. It's so interesting how now in through the mouth. If you have animals around you, When you do this kind of work, they get really interested. One more. Beautiful. Now we're going to do that ankle. So left leg comes over right, and we're going to bring, with my right hand, I'm going to pull towards me because that is my most tension. With my left, I'm going to pull away, and then once I have this twisted, I'm pinning it. Same thing. Flex that foot, rotate that foot, whatever feels good leading into your tension. So 3 in through the nose. I have some like cracking in this hip, in this ankle, sorry. All is well. The body knows what to do. Three in through the mouth now. 2 more. If you lose your grip, just repin it. 1 more. If you lean forward, you'll also get into that hip. And release. Stand up. See, have a walk around. It's so important to integrate with these maneuvers. How do you feel in your body? I feel more balanced now. For me, I feel lighter, I feel brighter. I was actually feeling quite anxious at the beginning of this video, not for any specific reason. I've been traveling, I'm jet lagged, my body's a little bit all over the place. I feel all of this space in my ankles and feet. You don't realize, or I didn't realize before I started doing this work, we hold so much tension in those ankles and in our feet. Yeah, I just feel more calm and in my body. This is one of my favorite ways. I love fascial maneuvers so much because historically I've been extremely disassociated from my body, and it just gives me that opportunity to be present with myself. So like we started our class, we do 3 breaths together. I would love for you to join me. Put your hands wherever feels good. I'm going to go 1 hand on the heart, 1 hand on the head, and we're going to take 3 breaths. I just want you to feel where your hands are connected to your body. I want you to imagine sending every single cell in your body gratitude for showing up for yourself today. Notice whether you feel temperature, sensation, and just thank you, body. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting anything that wants to come through on the exhale come through. Last one. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so grateful that you took the time to show up for yourself and share this time to move together.